So Gohan, I'm pretty sure 99% of people that will end up clicking this video know who Gohan is. Of course, Goku's son in Dragon Ball. The man that gets dirt thrown on his name so often and for really a good reason but no reason at all. And I'm gonna explain why. So we all know young Gohan, the crash out boy, the crash out king. Whenever he needed to get busy, he get busy, right? Look, my man was not born to be a crash out. He was not born to be a fighter, even though he did fight when he was young. My man had a passion for learning, my brother, and there's no problem with that. The problem I have is the community just doesn't understand Gohan's character. And that's what we're going to be talking about here today. And I'm pretty sure you read the same thing I read and watched the same thing I watched. And there's a perfectly explained reason as to why my boy keep going back to being weak, getting strong, being weak, getting strong, being weak. Let me just break it down. Now, for a lot of years, ever since Dragon Ball started taking place, people have been frustrated with Gohan's character because every time he gets a power boost, he ends up chilling back because guess what? There's a time of peace and he should be getting stronger during the time for the next threat. But what y'all fail to not realize, this man Gohan don't really realize there's going to be another threat after this. Because think about this. After he fought Cell, my brother, there was a 7-year time gap skip. Like, bro, after like the first 2 years, he was probably training. And then was like, bro, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening, my boy. So I think we good. And of course, he goes back into 100% his studies. It makes sense. 7 years is a long time waiting for something to happen, not knowing if anything will come ever. Imagine wasting that amount of your time fighting for something that will never come, or getting stronger for something that will never come. And of course he knows that there are other planets with other alien races and maybe some bad ones out there too. Like we went to planet Namek, a whole nother fucking planet. But at the same time, you're not thinking people are specifically targeting Earth for a reason. You would think, oh, there's multiple different planets out there, bro. The chance that someone comes to my planet and fuck it up is very low. And that is pretty much true. It's very low. It mainly be the people on Earth fucking shit up, and most people on Earth are weak as hell anyway. The only reason Gohan would have a reason to probably get a little bit more stronger because he realized in the Cell Saga that niggas on Earth can make niggas that are stronger than him at some point. I get that. So I'm arguing with y'all on the point that yes, he does know there are other niggas in the space that are bad, obviously. And yes, he does know there are humans on Earth that can be bad. Yes, and make stronger beings like Cell and the androids. Yes. But at the end of the day, bro, let me bring it back to this point. At the end of the day, after those first 2 years, you probably don't think nothing gonna happen, bro. And you probably think you way stronger than you need to be anyway. That Super Saiyan 2, that felt like the peak of power at that point. My boy probably got so comfortable that he was like, bro, ain't nobody gonna touch me. Nigga, I'm number 2, Super Saiyan 2, big 2. Nobody gonna touch me. This is the pinnacle of power. And if anything, bro, I got Vegeta and the rest of the Z fighters, they Piccolo, right? They gonna stomp some shit down. They don't need me no more. You know what I'm saying? It just makes sense as to why he sits down and chills down for so long. Okay, let's think, bruh. Are you in your life gonna waste 7 years training for something that you don't know is gonna come? You didn't even know it was gonna take 7 years for something to pop back off. You didn't know Majin Buu was coming around the corner. You didn't know anything. Nothing at all. Future Trunks couldn't even tell you nothing at all about nothing. And that man is from the future. He didn't even know no goddamn Deborah Majin Buu. He didn't know that. Which doesn't make sense because he's in the future. But I get it though. The androids, killed everything. All right, cool. There was no telling how beyond Gohan's strength, motherfuckers, magicians, all this magic, Majin Buu bullshit. There was no way to tell that all of that was gonna happen. I can't blame him. After 2 years of probably training, you realizing you fail on your studies or you a little bit behind on your studies, you like, nigga, I wasted 2 years of my life, nigga. I'm like 14 right now. Let me lock in school. That's what my boy did. I can't hate him. At all. So can we really fault Gohan for not really training all these years when he just didn't think anything was gonna happen, and he probably thought, hey, my dad might come back soon, we might gather some Dragon Balls, XYZ. Goku come back. Bro, he wasn't expecting none of this, bro. I do not blame that man for saving his life to do what he loved to do. And you gotta think, he did a little bit of something. Like, he did a little bit of quote-unquote training. He was the great Saiyaman in the start of the Majin Buu arc, going around saving people, doing cool things like that. That technically counts as doing something. So he did a little bit of something. And he trained Videl at some point. And he trained Goten. So I feel like he did a little bit of training. We gotta really think how Gohan minds work. The thing is, when we see him on screen and we know what Dragon Ball's about, fighting, cool, we forget the slice of life aspect behind Dragon Ball, because those aren't big moments in the show. We seen Goku get his license with Piccolo. That's a cool moment, but people don't really take that and be like, oh yeah, oh my god, that was amazing. No, of course not. That's not what the show is fucking about. It's not about driving school. It's not about getting some drip. It's not about none of that. It's about boxing and fighting these strong opponents. So those moments get glossed over so easily, especially when Goku and Gohan are just chilling in Super Saiyan form and, you know, shit like that. Like, it gets glossed over, you know. So I just want to let you know, Gohan's main priority is not to fight. That nigga don't like fighting. He said this in the beginning, even when he was a kid, even when he's 11, 12, however old he is in the Cell arc. He don't like fighting shit, bro. He tired of punching the air, having to fight for his life, because he did that since the nigga was 5. Gohan been fighting shit since the nigga was a kid, bro. He is tired. My man is already ready to retire at the age of 11, bro. At 12, whatever the fuck. He is done with that bullshit. What he found enjoyment in was studying about new shit around the world. He wanted to be a scholar. Bro, imagine learning something that you didn't know before and how good that feels to your brain. You get that little tingle sensation, be like, bro, ooh, I just learned something new. I want to know what else is out there. It just makes sense why he don't want to fight, bro. It makes sense. This is how I know Dragon Ball fans ain't really there for any story to begin with. I know the story is completely shaky at this point in Super, but bro, Dragon Ball fans don't give a damn about no goddamn storyline need to be made about what you do in your average daily life. We do not care. Well, what not me, but they do not care about their family, nigga. They don't care about shit. They don't want to see the slice of life. They don't want to see Gohan fake cheating on video, even though he got set up. They don't want to see none of that shit. Even though most of what I was saying before is really filler. They don't want to see none of that shit. They want to see this nigga reach maximum beast mode, some bullshit. They want this man to just strictly throw hands because that's their favorite character, bro. Gohan is my favorite character, not because he throws hands, bro, because he knows what he like and what he don't like and what he ready to do when he ready to do it. You know what I'm saying? And hold on, I know some counter arguments to me saying Gohan doesn't like fighting is when he gets super powered up and has a massive awakening. He goes there and bees cocky and belittles these villains and plays with them for a long time. But you gotta think, bro. The nigga don't like fighting, yes. Does he get enjoyment from seeing other people suffer like he does? Yes, especially if they're inflicting the goddamn shit. If they're inflicting that shit upon him, nigga, he gonna want to reflect that shit back on them and make they feel where he felt. See, now niggas is reading me, bro. Now niggas is understanding, right? It's not the fact that he enjoys inflicting pain and fighting or the thrill of the fight. He enjoys watching the villains go down the path that he went down and understand, like, hey, nigga, you abuse me, I abuse you, you feel the pain now, nigga, you feel the suffering. And see, I can ramble on about this for days and days on end, but I'm gonna just cut that short right there. I feel like there's nothing more I need to argue about Gohan in this case. I feel like you just need to go back and read or fucking rewatch Dragon Ball Z, because you really don't understand Gohan's character. And if you did, go ahead, leave a comment or like on this video, and then subscribe to help your boy out, because I need the support.